Welcome to Positively Las Vegas, a look at the good things happening around the valley. I'm KALYNA ASTRINOS. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to share the latest stories that showcase the reasons why we love Las Vegas. That means the people, the businesses, and all the activities that make the valley a great place to live. We'll also share fun things to do in Las Vegas each week.
Welcome back. Well, the next time you drink from a paper cup, check out what's underneath. It may just be Nevada built.
Yeah, I had the chance to visit a Las Vegas facility, making it possible for businesses around the world to serve you everything from coffee and soda to ice cream and soup.
If you find yourself at T-Mobile cheering on the Golden Knights with a drink, go ahead and flip your cup over when it's empty. Chances are that cup came from right here.
Next time you had a Golden Knights game, you get one of these cups. Check out the bottom.
There you go.
And you're going to see
Viston.
This is Viston, a cup and container manufacturing company near Eastern and Sunset. They've been doing business now in Las Vegas for more than 30 years.
how many cups and containers can you guys process in a day?
Oh my goodness. A million.
A million?
Yeah, we just kind of crossed a milestone for 1 million in a day. It was kind of a big deal.
Operations manager Monique Favreau gave us a tour of the company. 160 people work here, and their cups and containers are used for everything from coffee and oatmeal to soda and smoothies.
This is the raw material that we're dealing with. Right here, this looks like, to me, a stack of paper, but this is the material for the cups.
That absolutely is cup material.
And you were saying, like, it's not even okay for me to really touch this because there are sanitary things you got to keep in mind here.
Correct. We are food safety certified FSSC 22000, so we have our food safety standards.
Those sheets of paper then go through a digital press where the company logos are put on, then they are cut and sorted before being formed.
The sidewall gets sealed, and then the bottom gets put in.
There is an effort right now in the industry to make these single-use paper cups as environmentally friendly as possible. And Viston uses a poly-coated paper that is 35% post-consumer recycled fiber.
So you're saying that's a higher percentage than a lot of your competitors?
It's a higher percentage than any of our competitors.
Golden Knights, just one of their many customers. In what is a Nevada-built first, Popped, a Henderson popcorn company we recently featured, is also one of their clients.
They're one of our oldest customers. They've been buying from us for a long time. We love those guys.
In fact, Viston makes cups and containers for companies around the world.
You could be in Europe and you could look at one of the bottom of the cups and say, hey, this is made in Las Vegas. This is Nevada built.
Correct.
That's wild.
Yeah, so now I've been going around the station looking at the cup set that we use. Now, we're not customers. Maybe we could change that, who knows, but what I do know, though, is Viston is hiring. The Nevada-built company is looking right now to hire some 40 people right now. We do have more information at our website at ktnv.com. You got to search the keyword Viston. And Tricia, I had a lot of fun checking out that entire process. It's fascinating.
It really was. I can see why. Now I'm always going to be looking at the bottom of a cup.
Every convenience store I go to, I'm doing this. I'm checking the bottom of the
Right.
cups. I'm like, oh, is this Viston? Yeah, they're all over the place.
And they're looking for 40 more people.
40
that
more
means
people, that's
business
right.
is good.
Business is great. And welcome back. A unique opportunity for young people interested in serving our community. Las Vegas Metro Police now accepting applications for their Explorer program. Explorers are young people between 16 and 20 who will get to see firsthand the realities of a career in policing. So they get to hang out with the officers, learn about processing crime scenes, and also how to take 911 emergency calls. Applications are open now through August 25th, and we do have a link so you can learn more. It's on our website at ktnv.com/links. And looking ahead now, well, going to the dogs. That's what summer is happening to help put your pup cool off in style there at the Dog Days of Summer event. The dogs will be allowed to swim in the Desert Breeze outdoor pool before it closes for this summer. This is some video from the previous year. It is all happening on Saturday, September 11th. It costs $5 per dog. In order to sign up, we do have a link at ktnv.com/links.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, just visit our website, ktnv.com/positivelylv.
Well, searching for the next superstar, American Idol auditions are coming to Nevada. For the second year, the pandemic has forced auditions online. The show is now doing virtual tryouts on a custom-built Zoom platform. Contestants can hang out with alumni from the show to learn and share tips before performing for the judges and getting instant feedback. The campaign Idol Across America dedicates one day to each state, and Nevada is up on August 21st. Well, what is next for Las Vegas? We know we're the entertainment capital of the world, so where do we go from here? Well, that is a huge question, and some of the top analytical minds offered their take on the future of Las Vegas today. It's a gathering called Perspective, and KTMV General Manager Chris Way spoke about how Southern Nevada always rebounds.
You know, every time we get knocked down, we come back stronger. This is true, right? Think about all the challenges we've had, whether it's the Great Recession, after 9/11, through COVID. We always come back stronger through innovation, always looking towards the future. This is a cool thing about about the Perspective event is we find out what the future looks like for us, what to be excited about.
And it is exciting. UNLV showed how it's leading the way globally in superconductors. And data analyst Jeremy Aguero showcased the area's strong rebound from the pandemic. 13 Action News is a sponsor of this event. A lot of folks there.
How would you like to swim along with a real mermaid? Follow the tide to Wet and Wild, where Casey the mermaid and her friends flip their tails Saturdays at noon. Kids love interacting with the beautiful maidens, listening to stories, and swimming along the lazy river. And if you're ready to get off the couch, fantasy football draft parties are popping up at PT's taverns all across town. Book your draft party before the kickoff of the regular season. And Twin Peaks is draft party headquarters in Henderson, with made-from-scratch food, free Wi-Fi, and plenty of cold beer. Star Trek fans from across the world are beaming into the Rio Hotel Casino this weekend for the galaxy's largest annual Star Trek convention. William Shatner, Jerry Ryan, and George Takei are back. And for the first time, Kelsey Grammer will be making an appearance. For even more fun ideas, head to our website and look for 13 Things. Live long and prosper.
Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, just visit our website, ktnv.com/positively-lv.
Dapper Companies is bringing a new pickleball complex to the Las Vegas area. It's being called Electric Pickle, and based on what officials are saying, pickleball will help you feel good and alive.
Okay, the complex will be coming to the Bend Shopping Center. We have some images on your screen. Looks pretty cool. It'll include 9 pickleball courts, 2-story restaurant with a patio, and also a rooftop bar. Oh, you can see the bar on the top left right there, and the courts. Looks nice.
Never played pickleball. Anybody? You? No?
Nope.
No. I think that was one of the first sports allowed after the major shutdowns. Pickleball was one of the first ones allowed.
Some people swear by it.
Enough distance. Yeah, maybe we should try it out.
I think so. And then go to the rooftop bar right after.
There we go.
By Southern Nevada Ford dealers.
And for days, we've seen images out of Afghanistan showing the overwhelming desperation of people trying to leave the country after the Taliban took control. But these events are triggering a series of emotions and PTSD for our servicemen, women, and families. In this week's Veterans Voice, we sit down with a Gold Star mom whose son was killed in Afghanistan to get her take on what's happening and why she believes her son's death was not in vain.
Yeah, Doug is a hero. He's a hero.
Sunny Shabro will always remember the sacrifice her son made.
He bled red, white, and blue.
Specialist Doug Green spent 4 years proudly serving our country as infantry in the U.S. Army.
Anybody that knows him, when you spend any time with him, you just remember how he made you feel. And he made you feel just amazing.
Doug was killed while on patrol in Afghanistan 2 weeks before he was scheduled to come home. He was 23. Sunny will never forget that day.
August 28th is the day he was killed, 2011, so it's 10 years coming up. Never gets easier, never gets easier.
What we're seeing unfold in Afghanistan right now is bringing back memories of his sacrifice and how unsafe the area was and has been. So bad, he said his goodbyes in a letter while he was there.
He knew he was going to die over there. It had gotten so dangerous. And he said, Mom, I don't think I'm going to make it.
As an active member in the military community, Sunny says the images and videos we're seeing, it's stirring up a lot of emotions and PTSD in our servicemen and women. So she's now urging people to lead with compassion.
This time can be very triggering right now. It's just very surreal that this war has been going on so long. And finally, it's come to an end. And I think about all the men and women, not just Doug, that have lost their lives. Tens and thousands of men and women have been killed in this war. And I think about all the men and women that have lost limbs that have come home. I think about all the men and women that have PTSD that have come home. But I want them to know that they're heroes.
Even though her son isn't here, she believes he would support pulling troops out of the region.
I don't think he ever thought he should have been over there in the first place. So I think he would be happy that we have withdrew from Afghanistan. I think it's a long time coming though, and I think he'd be happy about that.
And what helps her push through is knowing her son did not pay the ultimate sacrifice in vain. He died a hero.
He knew he wanted to serve and come back a veteran and serve his own country in his own city where he lived. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that, but it was important for him to do that. Did he want to go to Afghanistan? No. Did I want him to go? No. But it was important for him to do what he needed to do.
Now, Sunny went ahead and gave me this copy. This is a copy of the letter her son sent to her when he told her he didn't think he was going to make it. She says she takes this with her to public speaking events so she can read it to the audience and get them to understand what our troops go through. Sunny also runs the Douglas J. Green Memorial Foundation in her son's honor, sending care packages to troops overseas. If you do want to donate, we're going to put a link to the foundation's website on our website, ktmv.com. Veterans Voice, by the way, is sponsored by Southern Nevada Ford Dealers. Get the best of Positively Las Vegas on your time. Download the KTMV 13 Action News app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV streaming device. Visit ktmv.com/apps for more information. Welcome back to Positively Las Vegas. For more details on any of the stories you're watching today, just visit our website, ktmv.com/positivelylv. The pandemic taught millions of Americans you can't take a paycheck for granted. It's been a real learning moment, and for some families, it's been a teaching moment.
13 Action News anchor TRICIA KEAN speaks with a financial expert who says it's up to parents to teach their kids financial responsibility.
Salesforce is doing really well.
Natalie Wainwright is a Valley mother of two. She says both her kids earn an allowance by doing chores, and she's made it her mission to see them learn from her own mistakes when it comes to handling money.
They thought, you know what, I'm not going to make the same mistakes that Mom made, and it's actually pretty cool.
Natalie has made it a rule for her kids to divide up their allowance.
It's not just spend, right? We get saving, spending, donating, and investing.
It's a lesson her 12-year-old has taken to heart, buying stock on a popular investing social network.
Through Public, Tesla, and stuff like that.
He did all the research and he saw returns on his money. So that is pretty exciting.
But Natalie's kids appear to be an exception to the rule. The American Public Education Foundation calls financial illiteracy a national crisis. In fact, their 2021 report card on financial literacy gives Nevada schools a C and says improvements are needed. But one expert says it's up to parents to teach their kids.
Teachers are never going to be paying your kids. So no matter what we do in school, it's all going to be a little bit undermined by the fact that that's not where they're going to get their money.
Children's financial literacy expert Greg Merced says Natalie has a right idea. Teach your kids early and get them to learn the importance of saving and giving back.
If they donate to a charity and they use their own money to do that, they're going to learn.
He also encourages getting kids to invest. Letting a kid like Aiden put money into Tesla is a perfect example.
Let them figure it out and let them buy something they think is cool. And then they got skin in the game and they're going to pay attention to it a lot.
Greg feels kids should be given the opportunity to spend money like mom and dad. As CEO of Busy Kid app, Greg also stresses the importance of putting kids on a debit card system.
Money is invisible now. And so we have to teach them in that way. Do all this stuff to earn the money that goes on the card. And when I swipe it, it goes away. Like, that's really important stuff, but you can't learn about invisible money unless you're using invisible money.
In the end, no matter how you choose to teach your kids, Greg says the key is to start teaching financial literacy early.
Why not have a kid start really early in life and make some of those mistakes so that they can learn from them and get better at them?
Natalie says she couldn't agree more.
Start now. They say that the fundamentals need to be taught, I think, from age 4 to 12 is where the science is. So now's the time to start teaching them those good money habits.
For 13 Action News, I'm Tricia KEAN.
Now to a story that's positively Las Vegas. A Summerlin couple who lost their daughter to cancer is helping other kids smile. Scott and Pammy Kramer launched Dancing While Cancering in honor of their late 3-year-old daughter, Maddie. They give kids at Children's Medical Center smile packs filled with room decorations and instruments. Scott and Pammy say it helps people remember that kids are still kids, and just like Maddie, they deserve to smile. So cute. We also have another way to help kids battling cancer. The Candle Lighters Superhero 5K. It's happening September 18th at a park inside Mountain's Edge. You can walk or run in your favorite superhero costume. Also a kids zone with bounce houses to help your little ones stay entertained. We have a link to register on our website at ktnv.com.
Hi, welcome back. Today's Pet of the Week. We're introducing you to a really cute little kitten named Harley Quinn, black and white girl here. So to introduce us to Harley, we have Nancy Anastopoulos. She's founder and president of Community Cat Angels. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, Harley Quinn's a little scared right now. Let's talk about her background and what you're hoping for her future.
Well, her future, we're hoping that we can get her socialized enough that we can get her into a beautiful, loving home, hopefully with somebody who's very understanding that she might always be slightly on the skittish side. We had this very lovely trapper that was trying to get her and her family. There was a mom, her, and her sibling. And they were not able to trap them. They kept evading it somehow. They're very smart. And one day the mom disappeared and the other sibling was found hit by a car. So this is the lone survivor of her family right now.
Aww.
Until we know differently if the mom shows up again. But
and she's a young girl, right?
She's young, but she was brought in right on the cusp of where usually you'd say they're not going to be able to be socialized.
Okay.
So, which is why she looks the way she is. She has the wide eyes. She's a little more comfortable because you don't see her ears pinned back. So, I've had a lot more feral than this, but she's definitely skittish. There's hope. I always hold out hope, yes.
And she is adorable, that one. Okay, let's talk about Community Cat Angels. This is just one of many cats that you help rehome off of the streets. Talk about what your mission is right now. I know that you're on medical leave, so it's making it a little bit more difficult.
It is, because I can't be out there now in the sewers, on the roofs, in the ditches, trying to get these cats off the street. So our page seems like it's a little less active than it usually is. We have some wonderful supporters. We couldn't do what we do without them. And we have been very active still because we do have many cats that are being brought into us, and we've had a lot of large medical bills recently. For adult cats that have been found near death out on the street, and we bring them back with vet care and love. And luckily, you know, in a lot of cases, we're able to get them into loving homes, or we put them into an adoption center where they will find loving homes from there.
Okay, Harley Quinn, does she have any medical expenses expected, or if someone were interested in making her part of the family?
Yeah, she's perfectly healthy. Okay. We just need somebody that's willing to take her in and give her a home. Until then, we're going to keep working on socializing her.
Okay, how do people contact you if they are interested in adopting or donating to help you with your cause?
They can reach out to us on Messenger on Facebook, or we have our email address, which is cats@communitycatangels.org.
Okay, we'll be posting that. Harley Quinn, one of many cats that need all that tender love and care. We'll be posting those links for you on our website, ktnv.com, and we'll be right back after this.
Thanks for watching Positively Las Vegas on your favorite streaming device. If you miss any part of this week's program, just hit the back button on your remote and scroll down until you see Positively Las Vegas, and you'll find every story we aired in this episode. Stay tuned for more from 13 Action News after the break, and check us out anytime here on KTV Streaming, Las Vegas News on your time.